Learn from Nigeria?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even read it. Fuck. Learn from Nigeria. See how easy that was. How easy they was tricked. Yeah, because that's that grammar. But anyways. Loading.
I'm learning a lot from this video.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot also. If you spin around for a minute, people will watch you. All right, here we go.
Speed. Folks.
Full screen, play.
Well, let me bring you up to speed. Folks, today's post is for anybody doubting that central bank digital currencies are definitely a thing and that a cashless future is absolutely imminent. Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now and that they have a central bank digital currency?
After a 3-week delay, Nigeria's digital currency is now legal tender.
So in Nigeria, they have a digital currency. It's funny how's the in on it. That's funny in multiple reasons. But anyways, they have a digital currency for the Nigerian, people. And see, let's see how it has gone for them after this has been implemented. Spoiler alert, not good.
In October of 2021, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the e-Naira. Well, after about a year, only 0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes, big surprise, most people don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44 per week. Now, the average Nigerian needs $40 per day to survive.
Long queues at ATMs and banks nationwide, oftentimes in the middle of the night and up to 7 hours long.
Scenes of destruction are evident at different banks. Some have had their windows smashed and ATM pawns damaged.
Still a tug of war to get cash, a sign that the cashless policy of the CBN is yet to fit into the system.
They banned cash. The government came out in October of 2022 and said that they're no longer accepting the old banknotes. So they said, we're going to give you new banknotes. But then the banks stopped issuing the new ones and people couldn't get the new ones. And then nobody could get any cash anymore. You can't use the old ones and you can't get the new ones.
Cash shortage sparked by the replacement of paper notes, a crisis which has left people cashless and has forced businesses to close.
The ATMs are not working. Even when you walk into the bank, they will tell you they are not giving that money, that they don't have the cash.
The banks are making the new Naira note very difficult for Nigerians to access.
So what happened? A 60% increase in people who are using CBDCs because guess what? Children were starting to starve. They starved their own people into adopting central bank digital currency. And so this is a case study. This is a cautionary tale. The world leaders are taking notes on this, and we the people need to take notes on this. Only the American people can stop this because if the central bank digital currency happens there, it's going to happen everywhere, especially here in Canada. Write a letter to your congressman, your representative, keep the pressure up, keep your eye on this, make sure Congress does not approve the move to a central bank digital currency.
That's
and
terrible.
if you don't think that a central bank digital currency and a cashless society, just like Nigeria, isn't coming here, then you need to be a little bit more sophisticated in your thinking. Because why would we allow Nigeria, a developing country, to have a more advanced technology and payment system than us? Of course not. We're the first world. We have to be more advanced. We have to have better technology than them. People actually died in the streets. There was rioting. They didn't care. They burned down the banks. They don't want the banks to exist. They want the banks gone now. They don't care about the banks. They don't care about the riots in the streets. They don't care about the kids and the families that are starving, adults who aren't even eating food.
They don't really care about us. Michael Jackson's right. Copyright strike.
Michael was right.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I need to go back and listen to that song. It was a banger.
Right. So basically, just to gist it all up, he's saying that in Nigeria they introduced the digital currency.
Hang on. It's funny how that song's a good song compared to a lot of the songs that are actually popular by Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We never talk about it.
So funny thing about that song is, so that video that you saw right there.
Yeah.
There was another version where that one got, I think, banned or censored. The version of it got banned or censored because I think it was like people in like prisons, and they were kind of like saying that they don't care about us in that sense.
Yeah.
And I think that got banned in America, at least. I don't know about other countries,
Wow.
but it got banned here. So I think that version was the one that got, that was more popular. So something you didn't know. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael Jackson's one of my faves. One of my faves, and they murdered him. Yeah, they killed him. I'm not gonna put that's not a conspiracy theory. They did it. Yeah, go ahead. Try to debate me. I'll probably lose, but still, I know what happened. I'm not a master debater, so I'm not going to win any debate. But still, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, just the gist of what he's saying is he's saying they introduced the CBDCs in Nigeria. Then people, they said that only people could take out $44 per week. Then he's like, $44 a day is what Nigerians need. So, of course, the long lines or long queues at the banks caused such an issue that people didn't have enough money to, buy food or to pay for stuff that they needed to pay for. So eventually people were starving. Their children were starving to death. All those issues were occurring, right?
Yeah.
So then after that happened, they started burning down the place, the burning down the banks. And then they were like, hey, these cash notes, we're not gonna use those anymore. We're gonna use these new cash notes. So now you can't use the old ones, but now they have these new ones that you can't really get because the banks don't have it and the banks can't give it to you. So it was causing riots in the streets. People were dying. The government was like, okay, fuck you. We don't care. We're still going to have this new CBDCs. And it forced them into doing that.
Right.
Because, yeah.
That's why I've started to grow food.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to start that garden again. Had the garden before I got to restart it again. But, yeah, when they try to bring that shit, if they try to bring it here, that's kind of like, I honestly, to be honest, as sad as this may sound, I don't know what is going to get the American populace to the point where they're like, we need the Second Amendment to be used right now. I honestly think that people in this country have been demoralized to the point where not only are they thinking, oh, everything's trans and gay and my rights are, the right to kill a baby and all that shit. Yeah. But there's always also demoralized in the sense of, hey, I'm a little bitch and I have these guns and you better not come at me because I have these guns. But if you come at me, I'm still not going to shoot you. And if you say that I have to give her my guns, I'm going to give you the guns because I want to follow the law. That is clearly not on my side and the government doesn't like me. But I'm still going to do what they say because, that's absolutely retarded. And that's kind of like also the demoralization that I'm like trying to get people to understand is like demoralization isn't only in one direction. It's in the other direction, right?
Yeah.
It's both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone gets fucked.
Yeah. So you can't just be like, oh, they're not going to come after us because we have guns. Well, they're trying to take your guns away, and they're going to get to a point where they're going to say guns are illegal.
They're making people who own the guns, even the responsible ones, the criminals.
Right. So are you going to hand over your guns when they say guns are illegal? Because if you do, then you're a fucking retard.
You've lost.
You're a fucking retard.
You lose the minute that happens.
At that point, you might as well just put a bullet in your head. I mean, shit, that's what it is, because that's what they're going to do.
I mean, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot anyway.
No, they're shooting themselves in the face. Yeah, just going to say it. Now, this bitch is just stupid. The fact that people still think this is like a good idea, like, bruh, like, what the fuck? I'm just going to go ahead.
I put a microchip in my arm, and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. A credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character, and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pocket. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterwards. I put a microchip in my arm.
Would you put a microchip in your arm, Travis? Travis said no. Travis said
that good old-fashioned microchip that you need to do everything. What did she say? It's her credit card, her ID, her medical information. Hey, doesn't that sound familiar? Oh, it probably has like everything, your credit score, your social credit score. Huh? Oh, because you can throw a phone away. You can't throw away your arm.
You could lose it. Look at this thing. It's so big. It's cluttering up all this space, bro. Like god dang. Like this is look at how much space is just
my goodness.
on the couch.
My phone is just there. I gotta put it in my arm.
Bro, this wallet doesn't need to be in my pocket.
You might as well just hand your brain over to the government. I mean, that's a whole lot easier. It's way more convenient. It's way more convenient.
What you doing over there?
No. Why is the plug down there
It's
not
a
working?
computer, so it should be.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
Alrighty then. Thank you once again for watching, but please go subscribe on Rumble, Odyssey, and Utreon to see more content that we cannot put on YouTube. Also, check out our GameSanity channel where we play live streams of different games, and the Oreyo Show where we have a podcast about current events and interesting topics going on in the world today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.